Maintenance man tries to get into my hotel. At 11 o'clock at night, I grabbed my gun, looked through the peephole and asked, "Can I help you?" Last night, my wife, our 1-year-old daughter, and I were staying at the Element in Orlando on iDrive. Around 11 p.m., we heard someone try to open our door and come in. To give you a better idea of the layout, there's a door at the end of the hallway leading to our room, which opens to a set of 5 rooms, including ours. You need a key to access that door as well. I heard that door open, and immediately someone tried to enter our room. Fortunately, I had engaged the secondary lock that would stop the door unless you unlocked it from the inside. I grabbed my gun, looked through the peephole, and asked, "Can I help you?" The person responded with maintenance. I then said, "No thank you," and he quickly rushed away, not testing any other doors. I know this because a minute later I opened my door and the secondary door, and he was completely gone. He was wearing the company uniform, but he had on black gloves and was carrying nothing to perform this maintenance. At this point, my wife was freaked out and called the front desk, who seemed very caught off guard. They said that they test all the doors to make sure the key battery is not low, which I could understand, but I can't understand why they would test it at 11 at night and only test our door and no one else's. That seems like something you do before someone checks in or after they check out. We then called the cops, and the manager arrived at the door with the one officer who came out. She stated that they have to test the doors before maintenance leaves at 10. So now I'm wondering why this guy hadn't clocked out an hour ago. At this point, the officer stepped into the room, shut the door to talk to us privately, and sent the manager back down, saying he would speak to her if needed. When he was in the room, he asked what happened, and I explained the situation. He agreed that it was very strange and something didn't seem right, but at that time there was nothing he could really do except offer his advice. His advice was to make sure not to let this go and to call corporate. He also mentioned that the front desk woman gave him different times every time he asked about when the maintenance men clocked out and did this lock check. He asked how much longer we had in our stay, and I told him we were leaving in the morning, to which he said was good. Is there a possibility that something is going on here in the hotel that the night shift is all in on? Am I just over-exaggerating and being a Karen? As a side note, in the morning my wife went down to have breakfast with our daughter, and I wasn't with them until they were almost finished. Could someone have thought she was staying alone? When you enter the room, if you don't look into the closet where I have my one backpack, all you would see is my wife and daughter's stuff out in the room, if you came in to make the bed, which they did. I'd love to know what anyone else thinks about this and what I should do, if anything.